very happy about that. I have done the best in terms of the project Eleme Junction to Onne Port, and that is 15 kilometers by 2, and there is 3 lanes, and if you add the inner shoulder and outer shoulder, we can say it's 4 lanes, and it's redesigned to be on reinforced concrete pavement. So far, the contractor has achieved reinforced concrete of approximately 1.85, the reinforced concrete pavement. And they have promised that by the end of October, out of the carriageway of 15 kilometers, they would have achieved 5, completed. Let me say that Mr. President is very much interested in the early completion of this road. And he has even directed that the NSA and the CEO of NNPCL should do a meeting with me and the contractor, which we have done, the first meeting. We've also done the second meeting. NSA has also dispatched his men and the men of Ministry of Works to this road. That underscores the importance Mr. President attaches in the early completion of this road. And by the instruction of Mr. President, I've been on this road since September 2023 to date, not less than 10 times. Not less than 10 times. And each time, we made some progress. But let me say that I'm happy in this visit. One, because the contractor for the first time obeyed the directive of Ministry of Works by making the other carriageway to be motorable through palliative work. They have done very good palliative work, and the vehicles are moving, to the joy of the Ministry of Works. So we are very happy, and we encourage the contractor to please maintain the road, the palliative works, so as to lessen the sufferings of the people. And let me assure the people of River State, and of course the communities along this corridor, and essentially the Onne Port, that this job, when completed, you don't have to worry about maintenance of the road. Don't worry about reconstruction of the road for the next 50 to 100 years. And the quality of the job is very commendable, and that is RCC. Where RCC has done well, we must say so. Where they have done bad, we must also say so. That is our allegiance to Mr. President and also to Nigeria. And so we have done a certificate, and so all the flyovers we have released in our certificate, the compensation, 100%. So we advise RCC to please pay for the compensation and to increase their tempo on the flyover axis. So no one is delaying them, because the more you stay, the more you encounter inflection, and the more we turn our eyes the other way, because we know that the work is very badly delayed, but with good quality. So we are pleading to the contractor, expose yourself on this carriageway in a minimum of 4 locations. 4 locations. My ministry and the NSA, by the directive of Mr. President, do promise to support you the moment you can release your workforce in 4 locations as we agreed. But to finish it in December as you promised before. But we are even looking at, can we finish it in March or June next year? And that is what we are working on. And so every month I must visit this site to ensure that the progress of work is achievable within the time that we are looking at. And when I go back, we are still going to do another meeting with the contractor and an NSA and we set up, milestone completion and attach payment, to it. That is what we're doing, and I commend the controller, acting controller here, and the engineers, and the engineer of RCC is a good engineer. But a size of job like this, we thought we should have not less than 5 expatriates, but it's been only 1. So when I complain about, expatriate firms, not having adequate equipment and adequate personnel, I know what I'm talking about. A job like this should have not less than 5 expatriates on site, not to talk about the expatriate that will be at the yard to correct the concrete mix ratio. I directed the last time that dry mix should stop on this project. I do not know whether you have carried out that. We don't want dry mix. We want, ready mix. And I directed that you should also expand your paver so that you'll be able to lay about 12 meters at a go. And your MD promised to do that. We don't want to have multiple joints on this project. But meanwhile, we will turn our eyes the other way for you to continue to use what you have. They say half bread is better than, puff puff, Yes. So, but there must be a time limit at which you must do the right thing. So, and we are appealing to you that you can use this, but by January 2025, God's special grace, keeping us alive, we will not allow you to continue to use this. So we've given you enough time to acquire the kind of equipment that CCCs is using to lay their concrete. High Tech has over 20 of that kind of equipment we are looking for. We also have a CBC and a number of other companies. If you don't know it, you can go and see what they are doing. But meanwhile, I commend RCC for good quality work, but very, very slow work. We can do better than this. Yeah. Yeah.
Coming back in full force, they have launched those beams. They've done casting on the bridge deck, the northern approach of Opobo Channel, the southern approach of Nanabi.
Have they finished the bridges?
They have finished the casting of the bridges. At least they're linked.
So the bridges are all completed?
The bridges are completed, substantially completed, because the overlays that will come at this year 2. And the activities that is ongoing.
Which kilometer are we here now?
Here we are about 17. About 14 plus.
14 plus. Yes. The total is how many?
The total is 37,600.
37,600.
Yeah.
Out of the 37,600, how many have you laid asphalt on?
Where we have laid asphalt is the beginning from channel 0, that is 4 kilometers.
So you've done 4 kilometers.
And there is also
how many have you laid stone base without asphalt? Less than 1 kilometer.
Less than 1 kilometer.
Okay. Why is the filling of sharp sand at least not completed to the design level of sharp sand? Project manager. Why is it that we are not? Because I was on this spot about 1 or 2 months back. So I've not seen any improvement in terms of sharp sand filling, which the rain would have helped to consolidate but nothing has happened to that. Is there any reason?
Your Excellency, thank you very much. That's right. Up to here, kilometer 14, you have not seen too much improvements, except cleaning the embankments and the slopes from erosion damages and so on. Yeah. When we go ahead from here, you will see significant fillings already. In September, we have done more than 60,000 cubic meter of sand filling, cut and filling, after the suspension time. Yeah? And this gives now enough release for the removal of preload, yeah? Giving us the chance for cutting and filling. And we are continuing with a full power of 14 dumpers, yeah, and the reasonable number of excavators as well. So we are proceeding quite well, and we are planning to have this completed by the end of this year.
The filling?
The filling, yeah.
What do we expect in terms of finished work on the pavement? Are we expecting something by end of December?
End of December.
4 kilometers, yes.
End of December, the major milestone we have committed for is the completion of the bridges, including the parapets, to release the side traffic on the bridges. This gives us the opportunity to release even marine equipment and to use the bridges then accordingly. Regarding the roadworks, I can say and confirm that we have started now on the Bonni side already. We with cable ducts, with casting blinding, with drainage chutes, and with sand cement. We will start exactly this week. We have got
this cable duct. Is it for the street light, or is it for for cabling, like communication cables?
That's communication cables.
Okay. Do you have a street light on this project?
Nope, it's not foreseen.
Okay. What are we direct? And I want the consultants and the contractor and the ROE to note is that by the end of November, I want to come back. I want to see that the filling with sharp sand is completed 100%. And when you complete it and the bridges are ready, as you're trafficking for your works, it helps to further do consolidation. I don't have a problem if you have stone base fully in stock, and then the sand is fully because we need the last rain to help us for the consolidation. Okay, so this is very important. And again, I want to direct that there should be a WhatsApp platform, private WhatsApp platform, effective from tomorrow. The consultant, the contractor, the ROE, the controller should all be there. Is that correct? And let me say that we have given Beja what they want in terms of the money they are looking for. We negotiated for 1 year, but Beja refused to ship ground. So we have to allow you the total amount of money you are looking for. And so we have given you the award letter. So you have to go and sign the addendum. We've even gone ahead to write to LNG. As soon as you sign the addendum, they should pay you, enhancement, fund to assist you to move as you should, because the contract is now fixed, and the president directed that we should ensure, the early completion of this project. And I've been here for more than 6 times, and so the president and the Federal Executive Council, they have approved your request. So the project is now to a fixed contract sum of 280 billion. And so this is the request of Beja, and Mr. President has done the request of Beja. So Beja has to at least mobilize in at least 3 locations to get this job completed. We are giving a deadline of September 2025. That is the deadline that this job should be finished. And so I would like the directives I've given in terms of, filling with sharp sand to the design level, and then movement across. And then from January, even if you have any consolidation and you've tested and it's okay, you can put your stone base. But if you do what we've advised, from January you can put stone base and the asphalting can become easy. Okay? I'm seeing you, I believe, for the first time, but I have confidence in you by your knowledge of the project that you're going to do well. So please remobilize in at least 3 locations for effective work. That is the agreement. And so I will be here again by the end of October, and finally I will come in November to see that our agreement is working. So you have your letters we wrote to LNG and we copied you, and so they can collect it in Abuja. So again, I want to thank you. There's so much improvement on the bridges. Let us do the same thing on this. Filling of the road during the rain has a lot of advantages. Yeah. And I'm happy that you know about it. So again, I want to thank you, and I wish you very well. Thank you.
Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The last part of the asphalt that was done had a lot of, this one was done by NDDC at that initial time.
Okay.
This is the place we walk.
Have you done the other 2 sections?
We have done the first section, we were on it, but this place we left it to settle because otherwise it will fail immediately.
I've understood, and the 2 sections you did is good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's good.
Even sorry, Your Excellency, for interrupting, but we did it based on your instruction, because the first time you came here, you told us to leave the stone base for some time to make sure that if any problem will happen, it will happen to the stone base and not to the binder. And this is what we did, because we noticed that a lot of failures, this is the second layer stone base. It was only waiting for binder, but when we noticed the damages, we said let us open the traffic so that it will settle and compact well. After that, and this week my plan is to do it.
How much on it?
Crank it up. Who is the engineer?
I'm the engineer.
Who is our engineer? Okay. You need to crank this up. Crank it up 90 degrees. So let him do his job first. After doing his job, then we will come and clean here. Our distance is going to be from here, 20 cm. Okay, if you check here now, it's 20 cm. 20 cm. Yeah, but you see, what we're supposed to measure 20 cm is somewhere here. So there's supposed to be a cover to this. 5 cm cover to it. And this road is supposed to go like this. So, meaning that what you're supposed to do is to give us a small beam. But the concrete work is excellent. This is not a major problem, very minor problem. So we do it in all the sections, and then I believe strongly that we take this up and then compact. And I like the nature of the stone base. Stone base is very good. So you just compact, and then now with the slope, with the respect of the slope. Because the slope from there must be consistent. Is that okay? Otherwise, you can take your levels, you know, to the end, and you can give it to me, then I can design the distance. Okay? If you want to do that, you have to go from that first culvert, you take levels about 500 meters. Then you continue with the levels, like this. Then you do another 500 meters. You understand? So we will now know how the level of the road was coming and how the level of the road was going. The level coming, the level going must fit into this new level. Don't worry about that. This is higher than this. It's not my problem. My problem is the level, because at the end of the day, we need trap, you know, like this, until we take it down. Is that okay? So I would suggest that if you like, you can do that. Like that. I've already placed you for the job. This man has no problem about the work. He's a guy that's very political.